Editor, can I meekly ask you a question? Where's the actual battle?
Editor will naturally keep her promise. The lessons are designed in order to reflect everyone's hope that I will show everyone refined fingering techniques. That's why the lessons are so fine-tuned. We refine the basic fingering, then through many battles with songs we introduce some more difficult points. Also, commonly seen fingering methods require lots of strong practice. I will put simple practice songs into the after-class assignments and 100 more practice songs so everyone can conveniently consolidate their practicing.
Oh, hell, Editor! Actually, I was also thinking the same thing.
Little loudspeaker, here's a quick quiz for you. What are chord inversions?
This I know. Chord inversions are chords where the root note is not first. For example, the chord inversion of do mi sol is mi sol do and sol do mi.
Pretty concise explanation, although you don't understand why it is so, but it is correct. If we take triads, for example, this chord composed of the root, third, and fifth note is what we call a basic chord. Besides the root note, there are two other notes, the third and fifth notes. Therefore, the chord can have two inversions. If the third note is the bottom note, we call that the first inversion. If the fifth note is at the bottom, that is called the second inversion. No matter how it changes, the root note is still the root note of the basic chord. The first inversion of a triad is also known as a sixth chord. This is because its root note is a sixth above the third note, which is now at the bottom, hence the name sixth chord. Once the fifth note in a triad becomes a bottom note, that is known as a second inversion. The second inversion is also known as a 6/4 chord because the root note is a fourth away from the fifth note, and the difference between the third and fifth note are a sixth, hence the name 6/4 chord. Chord inversions are a commonly seen chord type. In this lesson, we'll talk about the first inversion fingering method and do some practice. Everyone first open up your notation to the first demo song of this lesson and listen as I play it once. Little loudspeaker, do you know what the left-hand fingering of this song is?
That's too easy. The pinky positions to play mi, middle finger plays sol, index finger plays do.
This guy, are you revealing how long your fingers are? Why don't you stretch them a bit more even? Didn't we summarize the essence of what fingering is? 3 fingers to play 10 notes. You can almost play 90% of all the types of chords. If you come across a first inversion, you'll step out of the area. You need to split the work of the 3 fingers like this. Pinky positions to play the root note, middle finger plays the third, and index finger plays the fifth note. The pinky is responsible for positioning. You can use the invincible chord fingering method to play the chord inversions as well. If you come across a chord inversion, first determine the triad of this inversion and whether it is a first or second inversion. In the first section, there is a chord that contains mi, sol, do, so it's the first basic triad. The bottom note is mi, so it's the first inversion of the first basic triad. The pinky will position to play the root. We mentioned earlier that the root note will not change. It is the root of the original triad. This triad is do mi sol 2 octaves lower, so the root note is do 2 octaves lower. The pinky will position to play do 2 octaves lower, placing the hand in the area of the 2 rows of 10 notes. Naturally, the middle finger will play mi, index finger will play sol, and the pinky will play do 1 octave lower. Use this method to position in the other sections. As long as you operate in the 3 fingers 10 notes area, you won't go wrong.
Wow, this is the invincibility of the chord fingering method. It's so powerful. You can use this fingering method to play any type of chord.
Yes, why would it be called the invincible chord fingering method otherwise?
Today's assignment looks very simple. I wonder if I'm actually becoming a master finally. All of the assignments look so easy to me.
Little loudspeaker, don't lie. Today's practice seems simple, but students who've not gotten the hang of using their pinky to play first, especially when playing songs, will find it difficult. This is because chord inversions will be interspersed between original triads and chord fragments, so many students will find their reaction is not quick enough to switch over to playing chord inversions with their pinky first. Today's practice song is very simple because we feel everyone has been working hard lately. We're almost coming to an end with chord fingering. The practice song is simple, but chord inversions are difficult, so make sure to practice today's assignment over again a few times. I will reveal a secret to everyone. We are starting battle immediately. It's now time for the test. If you are lazy now, you'll fall into the trap soon.